BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight. Let's get back to the gridiron for this segment.
Yes, let's check in with former Cat Jeremy Jarmon of the UK Sports Network. Jeremy, welcome. Happy New Year to you. First up, let's just share your thoughts on the 2020 season following Kentucky's successful trip to the Gator Bowl and that 2-point win over NC State.
Yeah, I think that those guys, they finished up the season strong, obviously coming together and deciding that they wanted to get that last win in the bowl game. And I think that the leadership, I think that those guys, they pulled together and they went out and they executed. And now we're kind of in a situation where they are going to be rebuilding the team in a sense from a scheme standpoint. Mm-hmm. So excited about this new direction under Lime Cohen. Obviously the news with Terry transferring, it's going to open up that quarterback race. And a lot of guys coming back. I think we're at, 7 guys, seven mm-hmm. seniors so far that have announced that they're coming back. So all in all, that's exciting news. Yeah,
you kind of alluded to it, but after that bowl win, we got some great news about the returning players. That included seniors Josh Ali, Zach Johnson, Justin Rigg, Devontae Robinson, Luke Fortner, and Quandre Mosley. And then there were juniors Josh Paschal, DeAndre Square, and Darian Kennard. How big is this for the upcoming team?
It's huge. When you start talking about guys like Kennard, 32 starts, mm-hmm. An All-American on with 3 different publications, that speaks loudly. So to bring him back, to bring Fortner back, that's huge. We're talking about an offensive line that produced the 2 running backs that essentially led the league in rushes per carry at over 6, 6.3 and 6.2, I believe, for Rose. And so now it's time to build on the passing game. You got the pieces back. The running game, that's not as much of a concern anymore at this point. We know that we're ready to rock and roll at the offensive line and the running back position. You started to see the flash from Keaton Upshaw. You bring Rigg back with a tremendous amount of experience. Now let's start to talk scheme. Let's start to talk quarterback.
Yeah, Jeremy, you mentioned it perfectly. They're not rebuilding from a product standpoint and the players that they're going to put on the field, but schematically, they're going to have to build that up from the jump. Now, Terry Wilson, we mentioned, he's transferring. He's not going to be a part of that, and I think that's best for both sides. Terry needs a fresh start somewhere, and we got to let Bo Allen and Joey Gatewood sort of get their feet going and sort of mold themselves into this offense with Liam Cohen. Do you see that being kind of a frustration maybe the first year, kind of getting it in place, or do you anticipate it sort of clicking pretty early with that scheme that they're going to build offensively?
I anticipate it clicking early, and the reason why is because you get these pieces back that we're talking about up front on the offensive line. And one of the things that the Rams do well, guys like Sean McVay, the head coach of the Rams, is that they're awesome play action teams, and they're awesome play action teams because of how much they exaggerate their run stances and their run splits and the way the guys explode off the line. So when you start to put in those play actions off of those big zone splits, big zone reads, it makes it easier for a young quarterback when you're talking about having that extra time coming off the play action fake to be able to find the open receiver. So not too concerned about that. And then having a veteran receiver like Josh Ali come back, that's huge. Josh Ali with only 5 touchdowns in his career, it's criminal. A guy with his talent, he should be at 20 at this point in his career. So I think bringing him back, showing these young guys that are coming in like the Chauncey Magwood, the Devontae Ross, the Kel Crowders, showing those guys the little things, it's going to be key for Josh to almost be a coach, an extra coach in that room, to get those young, inexperienced wide receivers up to speed, because some of these freshmen, they're going to play next season. There's no doubt about it.
Jeremy, thanks so much. Really appreciate you joining us and giving some more insight on this Kentucky football program.
Sounds great, guys. Take care.
All right, stick around. We'll have a final word after this.